Hello, everyone. Welcome to the PP Cast, where the episodes are short and sweet, and they never fail to satisfy. It is me, just another Asian, still a bit cringy on the inside after how somehow Beatbox recorded me and Sue used conversation before we were
Dude,
dating.
I
How
thought,
did you
oh,
do
come
it?
on, man, come on.
How did you get that?
Dude, no, trust me. It's good, trust me. Um, yeah,
Anyway, this is the host of the show, Beatbox.
yeah,
Say
thank you.
hi.
Hi, how's it going?
So, yeah,
Okay,
I
but
guess to start this off. Oh, wait, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for like the 2 or 4 viewers we have on this podcast, if you haven't seen our
One to
previous
watch all the way
videos,
through.
who watches all, okay, but if you haven't seen our other videos, they're pretty funny. They're hilarious. Trust me.
Uh,
I think it'll be and also
don't
just
watch,
another
don't
Asian
watch the.
cringing. No. It's good. Trust us. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. It's really good. And but yeah, welcome to our podcast. Fourth episode is it? I think it's fourth,
I
right?
believe, yeah, it's the fourth episode.
All right. Yeah. So yeah.
May the fourth be with you.
Right. Even though it's
So
March 27th as we speak. But,
both start with an M. It's close enough.
okay, fine.
I'm
But,
more of a dark side guy.
oh, I see.
Yeah,
I don't know what
you
I
a
am.
force user?
But last night dude, I had a really weird dream. Um,
Really?
I, yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I was in space. I was in space, just drifting off, right? It was so
Uh-huh.
weird. And then I was just in space. That's all I remember. But it was all I remember is that it was really weird. I was in space. I was for some reason naked as well. Don't ask. Don't ask questions. It was weird. It was weird. Don't ask questions. But it was weird.
That's what she said.
Okay. What? What? That's not a good setup.
It
But
is a
yeah.
good setup.
No, it wasn't. Trust me.
No. So, no. Do you want me to explain the joke? It was weird. That's what she said.
W- Okay. And
And I don't know. I'm just saying we have to make extra "that's what she said" jokes today, even if they don't make sense. Because last time we didn't have a "that's what she said" joke. I don't think anyway.
yeah, I don't think I tried fitting in one, but I just couldn't find the funny.
Anyway, you were naked in the vacuum of space. Do you remember how that felt? I assume it would be very cold.
Honestly, I don't even like. I don't know how it would feel because it wasn't like a like it was just a dream, you know. I couldn't feel how cold or how hot it might have been. I imagine it'd be really cold though, especially if you're like naked, like no clothes at all. Kind of,
Pretty sure you
kind,
would die.
yeah, exactly. But I was just drifting off in space. Um, I don't know, and I was just in the middle of nowhere. Like I couldn't see the sun. Like that's all I remember. I couldn't see the sun. I was drifting off in space, naked. Um, that's
I love how
about
you
it.
put that part in.
Well,
I
it's a crucial part of the story, though. I was naked.
crucial.
Trust me. I think it. Yeah, but yeah, I have some other weird dreams too. But I want to hear from you. Like, what was something weird, really weird?
Oh, I have a lot of weird dreams. I actually used to make a list of my dreams. Like I used to wake up and just write
Same.
down my dreams.
Yeah,
But
same.
so I guess I have them right here with me. So and there are 17 in total that I wrote down. So if you're
Sheesh.
Do you want to hear all of them or some of them?
I think we should hear like the weirdest ones, the strangest ones.
Okay, the weird one that I wrote down is number 16.
Number
Uh,
16. Okay, you're
okay,
listing it.
yeah,
Okay,
number
okay.
okay. Power Ranger Baraka sword fight cars race headphone sister fight hotel soul rape. That's what I wrote down.
I have
I
no
don't know what that.
words. I have no
I don't know.
words.
I don't know what I. I don't even know what I dreamed. Hotel soul rape. uh,
Um, yeah, that's a
but
little. That's weird, man.
uh, number 17's equally as weird. Okay, so secret Nazi love Venom Tower destroys the world. Other underwear or no feather underwater house. Refuge explodes, kills many. Worst part is that I kind of remember this dream. I remember Venom being the size of a tower. Yeah.
What?
I
Um,
also, oh, I think I had this one dream where my friend was also a KKK member.
dude, your dreams they're weird, but also just like sus, man. They're sus.
So, something that was weird to me was number 5. Number 5, I just wrote down temptation. No. So, I don't know what I was tempted by, but I was
I might
tempted with
know.
something.
I have a clue, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Number 6. Okay. Okay. Number 6. Oh shoot, number 8 is actually that's the one I was looking for. Okay, anyway. Number 6, I'll tell you this. KSI Fight Mansion Minecraft Dinosaur Stealer Angel Skeleton Orc War. I kind of remember this as well. I think this was around the time KSI and Logan Paul were fighting. And
Oh.
I think I was in his mansion and we fought. I don't know the Minecraft dinosaur stealer, but I do remember there was an angel skeleton orc war in like heaven, and like they came together and destroyed, and there like was a shining light.
That's these are actually kind of funny though too. Like,
Not for long.
oh,
Number 8.
oh,
Okay, number 8. Number 8. Teacher, rape, demon, not demon, angel, cat, boomerang, Luigi, Deadpool, Animal Planet. I don't know what that one was.
I honestly have no words for that one, man.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
No, actually, let me just tell you. Let's see.
what? Oh my gosh. Oh
Uh,
my goodness.
I guess like I've told you this much. Should I just like tell you the rest of the numbers?
You know what? They're all just like words, so go for it.
Okay. So number 1 is Smash Bros. Ultimate Sniper Painter Trash Player. So this stream, I wasn't in Super Smash Bros. I was watching Super Smash Bros. And I remember Inkling Girl, the one of the fighters, she did her move, like her special move, the Smash Ball move, and then like Vince, the support player, came in it and destroyed this trash player. So that's one I remember. Let's see. Number 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Dwayne Johnson movie mystery race. I also think I remember this one too. I don't know what Ant-Man and the Wasp was. I don't know what that part was. But I think in number 2, Dwayne Johnson killed me and buried me in his backyard, and it was a mystery to find out who killed me. So that was odd.
That's very odd. Yeah. Um.
Number 3, number. Oh wait, you were gonna say something?
No, no, it's fine. You go ahead.
Okay. Number three is weird. I guess the secret was too good, so I just wrote this down. Classified game personalities. I don't know what was classified anymore.
Ooh.
Num-
Sheesh.
Number four, I just wrote down happy tears. So I cried in my dream and I woke up happy. So happy tears. Number seven is Megatron Dinosaur Jerry ex-girlfriend Bowser amiibo wedding.
Okay, that
I
one's
think I
weird.
also
That one's
I
very
was,
weird.
yeah. I don't know what Megatron and Dino. I think
Oh.
maybe it was that one movie where there were Transformer dinosaurs. I don't know
Oh.
about my ex-girlfriend, but I do remember some bits about uh, Bowser being an amiibo, and there was a wedding.
That's very. That's kind of funny, actually.
Okay.
are
Number
are
nine.
all of these contain like some kind of Nintendo character, such?
Well, back then, there I was like really getting into Nintendo. Like, there's like this whole segment of me just dreaming about Zelda. So that's a little weird, but not Zelda, Link. But like the game's called Zelda. So anyway, number nine or seven, which is weird because it's number nine. I don't know why I wrote down number nine or seven, but number nine. Exercise with weird dances. Distraction. Your cuteness was distracting me. I think I remember this one as well. So back in the days, uh, with my, I think it was seventh grade girlfriend, right? I think we were
Oh
dancing.
yeah. Okay.
Was distracting me with her cuteness. That's cringy.
Yeah,
Actually, that's
but
cringy.
also
So
also go check out our second episode of the podcast. That's where we talk about kind of girls kind of stuff, you know.
depression,
Depression
not
also.
depression.
Okay, but
No,
yeah,
we give advice, not good advice, but we give advice.
yeah, some sort of advice at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
And there's this one random thing that isn't a number. It's grandma baby teacher period 14. So I don't know what that one is.
Wow,
Number 10 is that was what?
that one's weird, man.
This one is friend's name Hawaiian Minecraft, and I know why the Hawaiian part is in there. It's because my friend was moving to Hawaii, so I guess we were in Minecraft together.
Oh, that would make
Number
that
11,
that's probably the so far probably the only one that makes like more sense.
the only normal dream I
Yeah, the
had.
only normal one, yeah.
Okay. Number 11, Mario Tennis Aces football fight Starbucks discussion. I have no idea why I was at Starbucks, but here I am. So, number 12, Zelda DLC Kitten Abandoner World of Dance Aquaman. I
Okay,
don't
that
even know
one's
about
just
the
that one. Yeah,
Aquaman.
that one's just words, man.
So I can explain the Zelda DLC. I can explain the Zelda DLC. So back in the day, Zelda Breath of the Wild was getting DLC, and I really wanted it. So I guess I dreamt about it. I don't know what kitten abandoner is. Don't abandon your kittens.
Yeah, do
Pets are
not
very
abandon your pets, especially if it's kittens, baby animals. Please
yeah,
don't.
so cute. World of Dance, Aquaman. I think I remember this. Okay. I think Aquaman was on the show World of Dance, and by the name World of Dance, I'm pretty sure you guys know what the show's about. It's about dancing. But I think he was dancing, and I dreamt of World of Dance because uh, I used to watch that a lot back in the day. And I'm not sure why Aquaman, because I don't think I've seen Aquaman, but I guess I saw Aquaman, so maybe that's why I dreamt of it. So, number 13, Zelda Ganon fight movie theater fire feelings hurt. So,
Oh.
someone hurt my feelings at a movie theater. I guess the movie was about Zelda and Ganon fighting.
Uh-huh.
Number 14. Number 14 is just Minecraft Tower. That's it.
It just says Minecraft Tower?
It just says Minecraft Tower.
Huh.
And number 15. This one's weird.
Burger King
But I
foot
actually
lettuce. Okay, sorry.
number 15. But
Perfect
this one,
opportunity.
I actually remember this one. So, Weed Hunger Game Statue Self-Taught Spanish. I know this one. So I was in the Hunger Games or whatever. I never seen the Hunger Games before, but that was but I guess I was in the Hunger Game, and in this Hunger Game, this Hunger Game, we had to like go to these statues so we could get weed. I don't know why, but we had to get weed. Now, in one of the parts of the dream, I was underwater in the sinking ship. So I went into the sinking ship and there was air. And my I
What
guess
the?
these people were there and they could speak Spanish, right? So I was like, oh, I gotta speak Spanish. So I just taught myself Spanish, but it took like 5 seconds. And then I completely memorized the language. So I learned Spanish. But then I forgot it all when I woke up.
Aw, man, I was gonna ask you to say some Spanish words, but I guess not.
Hola, señor. Hola, señor.
Hola.
Uh, como está
Yeah,
mi
that's the
casa,
one.
York?
Hola,
Your mi
mi
casa.
amigo. There we go. Hola, mi amigo.
Okay, we're
Hello, my friend.
we're we're, get- we're
Isn't that what
getting
it means?
canceled.
We're not we're not clouded enough. Don't worry.
Anyway, I just shared you all of my dreams, the weirdest dreams. Well, actually, not the weirdest dreams I've had. Actually, I still remember some, but since I just like shared my entire, I guess, month's worth of dreams, you got any more beatbox?
Well, these are more like I would tell it in like a story tone than like just reading off like kind of like a list. So one of these, this was when I was like somewhere else, some other country. But yeah, it was when I was like in first grade, second grade, something like that. And it was like I think it was a school night, and I just went to sleep, right? Obviously, because that's what a normal person does, go to sleep, right? I think. Or am I not normal?
I mean, there was this one person who never needed sleep, so
Oh
you are
yeah,
pretty normal.
yeah, you actually told me about that in school, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe he
okay.
took power naps, but that was it.
Yeah, I remember that. But anyways, so I yeah, I think I went to sleep. Well, obviously I went to sleep, and I was like, oh, well, cool, I'm sleeping, and then oh, oh, all right, back on the recording, and then I was like, so this is like in our house, right, and back in another country, that I'm not gonna be mentioning anytime soon. And but anyway, it was like there was a shark apparently outside, and I was also sleeping in my dream. You know, like sleeping just in my dream. You know.
Like sleep paralysis, like you could see yourself sleeping, or like an out of body experience,
No,
or were you just
so this is me sleeping right now, but in my dream, I was also sleeping, and then I
okay?
woke up to like a loud like noise outside. And I looked outside, and there was like a shark on its back fins. That's what it is, right? Fin, something like that.
Something. I
Yeah,
guess. I think it is called fins.
yeah. And so it was on its like back fins, and I was like, oh well, that's strange. But it gets pretty. It gets kind of like for me at the time, it was kind of like scary because like every kid is like scared of sharks. I think.
Not me.
You're a different breed than just another Asian. You're a different breed, aren't you? But
I am a different breed. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an
that's a
insult there,
compliment.
but
No, that's a compliment. Trust. But yeah, and then I was like, oh well, that's strange. And I wasn't really scared of it at first, and then it was like trying to hide from me for some reason. I don't know why, but it was trying to hide from me, and I was like, oh, that's
bro,
kind of
it's
strange.
symbolism.
What is?
Symbolism, man. Bro, everyone's afraid of shark these days. Sharks will not harm you, okay? If anything, sharks are more afraid of you. That being said, still be cautious of sharks because they are predators and can eat you, but they prefer not to. They prefer more meaty things. Sharks do so much for the environment, and the fact that they're overhunted and going extinct is a really bad thing. They do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things for population control for the fish,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
eat a lot of the junk we throw in the ocean. Well, not we, you and me and Beatbox, because we're good citizens.
Yeah, we're good.
But some of the but for some of the bad people out there who throw their junk in the ocean, they eat that up. So they're doing good. So sharks are afraid of humans more usually. Plus, like they're overhunted and stuff. So maybe you were telling the future, Beatbox.
Maybe I was, but back on topic, I was like, hey, like what are you doing? I was talking to the shark, from the window for some reason, and
So it was like in an aquarium.
no, it was like it's on land. I did I not mention that that the shark was just walking
Yeah.
on land? I did not. I'm stupid,
Okay,
but
so it's walking on its fins, like
yes.
curved, and it's like flopping away from you.
No, it's not. It's not going away from me. It's just like trying to hide, and it's like hiding behind a pole, kind of like, yeah,
Okay,
something like
all
that.
right.
And then no,
Wait,
listen. This is my dream, not yours, not yours. All right.
I'm, hold up. Why are you giving me this passive aggressive tone or this aggressive tone? I'm just asking you questions. I
No,
said
you.
go on. I'm not saying this is my dream,
Oh,
Beatbox. I'm just asking questions because you're confusing me.
no,
This whole
on my.
time I thought you were in the water.
Okay, on my end, whenever I speak and you try to speak at the same time, it keeps cutting out. So I guess I thought. But yeah, and I was talking to the shark like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And it was like, "Oh, I'm just chilling, you know." It had a top hat as well on, like a top hat, like the British. Oh, I'm so British, you know, that those kind of people. I think of British people when I say top hat, but yeah, yeah, it was wearing a top hat and it was like, "Oh, I'm just chilling, you know." And I was like, "Why aren't you in the ocean?" And it was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just told you I'm chilling." And then it was like getting angry at me for some reason. Like, I don't know how I aggroed it in any way. Like, I was just asking, like, "Why are you here? Like, why aren't you in the ocean? Like, why are you all the way in another country that I'm not gonna mention?" Uh, but I don't know, man. And then it was getting like pretty mad at me, and I was like, "Okay, chill out there, buddy." And then it was like growling at me at this point, which was kind of weird. But hear me out. It was just it came like it was coming toward me, and then it got in the house, right? It got inside the house, and then I was freaking out, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta wake up everyone." And no one was home. It was just me, um, and it was kind of scary at that point. And I was like, "Oh man, a shark on land." and I have no one to call because no one's at our house except me. And so I put on some shoes. I put on my shoes, and then I just kind of tried getting out of the house like through the window that I was talking to the shark through, and it was coming up the stairs, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta get out of here now." And then, yeah, I went out and I just ran away, and that was about it. It was
So,
it's strange. It's very strange. It's very weird, I know, but that's what I remember.
so would you call like a nightmare or just like a bad dream?
Um, I mean, at the time it seemed pretty scary. I woke up right after I like went out the window. I started running, and then I just woke up, told my mom, I think, someone like that. My parents, I guess, yeah. And then I was like, yeah, it was really scary. And they were kind of laughing it off because it was actually kind of funny. It's kind of funny looking back at it now. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of just what I remember as a weird dream. I have another one. It's I think it'll be longer, but it's kind of weird, but it's also a dream that I just remember. You know.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go ahead? All right.
Yeah, I just spent like a whole 20 minutes just talking about random dreams I had. So go full in depth with your dreams.
Full in depth. Well, I don't remember all the details, obviously, but I'll try to.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
try to remember. Like, I'll try to say it. But I don't think I'm gonna remember all of this though, at this point. But here we go. It was so it's me and I have two siblings. And so it was me, my two siblings, and two friends, family friends. Shout out to them. Hey, but yeah, I know. Yeah, you might know who they are. Um, well, probably only
Uh,
one of them. But
uh,
yeah. And then we were like running away. Um, like running away from something, and we weren't with our parents, and we were all like dressed in black for some reason, and then we ran all the way to um what I think is Arizona, or just a deserty place, you know. And there was like
mhm.
nothing. There was a road, obviously, but there's like nothing. We tried going up the like there's a hill, and we tried going up like the hill, and then try seeing if there's anything nearby up on that hill, which there wasn't. But we kept walking. We had two tents, I think, and then yeah, that's about it. And backpack, like food, all that stuff, water, all that stuff. But yeah, and then we were just running, walking. Yeah, and I don't know what happens after we sleep. Set up our tent to sleep, but I do remember that I wake up in the middle of the night to find out that there was like a snake in one of our tents, and I was like, "Oh shoot, a snake!" And then we kind of just choked it and killed it and ate it for meat, which was really strange. But hear me out. This is a strange, like, this is supposed to be strange dreams, right? But yeah, that's what I remember. And well, we ate the snake like in the morning for breakfast. And yeah, um then we were going like I don't even know where we were heading, but heading to, but like we were just walking, and we were walking along the road, hoping to see people, and Soon, like I think it started raining actually, and yeah, I think it rained, and we were like, oh crap, we might have to set up our tents here and chill here for the night, and that's what we did. Then the next morning, there was a town right next to like where we set up our tents, which was weird because we thought we didn't think we saw anything else, and we were like, oh wait, we're blind. There's a town right here, you know. But we really didn't think there was anything anywhere really in the desert, and so we were surprised and stuff. And then we went into village, town thing, village. It was really small. It was like couple of grocery stores and that kind of stuff, you know. And now we just kind of walked around to see if anyone was nearby. Like, it looked pretty abandoned, but it looked like the stores were running still. People were in their homes. But yeah, we knocked on like the bigger house. Yeah, there was like a pretty big house. We knocked on it, and it was like this weird guy. He came out with a freaking shotgun. We were like, "Whoa, there, buddy boy." And then he was like, "Hi guys." He seemed super chill, and I was like, it was so weird because he had like a shotgun too, right? And I was like, I was scared to death because like we were scared to death because we hadn't seen anyone with a shotgun pointing at us yet, still chilling, you know, like just talking to us normally. And I was like, okay, you can put the gun down. And then he was like, no, I think I'll keep it here. And I was like, okay, cool. And I just asked him like, so what is this village? What is going on here? Like, why is no one outside? And then he was like, oh, um, I don't exactly know what he said because I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't remember all the details. But um, I'm gonna say he said like, it's like I don't know. It was rainy the last night, and like everyone was just kind of chilling in their homes. And then he also mentioned that the government, like U.S. government, was like trying to take every children, and so that's why our parent there we don't have our parents with us, and we were just like running, well slash walking, but you know what I mean,
Boy.
like, and and I don't.
Okay.
So this gets confusing, but bear
All right.
with me.
I'll do my best to understand.
Bear with me. But yeah, and then he mentioned that the government was like trying to take every children to like I don't so for this part I don't remember why they tried taking every kid, I guess. Um but all I remember is that they tried taking us from our parents, and they had like all the parents in the states, in the United States, like in one place, like a big, like a camp thing, basically like a prison, I guess you could say, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, and we were like, oh, cool. Now can you put the shotgun down? And then he was like, just hang on a minute. I'm telling you about the government. I was like, okay, can we come inside? And then he was like, no. And then he just like shoots his shotgun in the air, and I was so confused because I was like, well, why'd you do that? I was like, no, I don't know. Like doing that sometimes, and I was so confused by this guy. This guy was so confusing. This guy, he just shot his shotgun in the air for no apparent reason. But yeah, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just chill out here, I guess. And he was like, okay, anyways, and proceeds to um, yeah, we were just kind of chilling around in the village. Oh, and we decided to get some water from the same person, that weird guy, and he's like, and this time he has a a, a sniper. Um, he comes out with a sniper saying, "Who is it?" And I was like, "Okay, it's us. Chill. You can put down the sniper down, or put the sniper down." This guy is so confusing, man. But I remember this stream enough to like know like what the characters were like, But and then I'm not really talking much about like my siblings and like the other main characters, but it's like my point of view for now. But this guy's like who he's scoping in on my little brother, and he's like, "Oh, would you look at that?" And I was like, can you not?" And then he was like, "Oh, okay, sorry." And then he just shoots his sniper in the air. I don't know why, but and I was like, hey, yeah, okay, this guy was really confusing. But yeah, and then we also asked him if we could have some water and some food, and he was like, "Okay, sure, come inside." And then we like try coming inside, and he was like, "Wait, no, don't come inside." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he like after a couple minutes he just comes out with some like brownies for some reason, and I was like, "Okay, we'll take brownies." you know and then and then some water. um yeah, and then after he gave us the water, he gave us like he didn't give us a dog, but he like gave like he came out with the dog, and he was like, "You can take him." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was so confusing. And at this point, this guy's just being the weirdest person you could ever imagine. But yeah, and then
Wait,
after
what breed was the dog? What breed was the
I
dog?
actually remember it being a German Shepherd, and it was huge. Like it was big, dude. It was pretty big. um, yeah, it was a German Shepherd, huge German Shepherd. But yeah, and then after a while, we like set up our tent, and then we were like, we prayed and ate, and then yeah, um, and then the next morning we were like, "Thank you, sir." And then this time when he came out with his shotgun again, and he was like looking at us pretty, like he was like eyeing us like pretty weirdly, and I was like, "Okay, we gotta get out of here like as soon as possible." um, and then we were like, "Thank you, sir." And then he's like, "Oh, no problem." And then he's still looking at us weird. This guy was weird, man. This guy was weird. But yeah, after that we were walking, and I don't remember what happens after this. Oh yeah, also about the dog, we never took the dog with us, and we were like, "Thank you for the dog,"
Ah,
but um, I don't think
it's
we'll
an
need it.
abandoner.
I, dude, no, come on, it's not
It's an
abandoning. He
abandoner.
tried giving us the dog, and it was like so weird because it was like his probably his biggest and like feistiest dog that can like you know. But he wouldn't need it because he has like all the guns in the world, which is kind of scary. Uh, but yeah, pretty strange. But yeah, after that we kind of united with our parents, and kind of that was about the end of the story.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a very interesting dream. That
Yeah,
yeah,
very interesting. Yeah.
I thought my dreams were weird.
Oh, yeah. I thought so too. Well, yeah. Because you said it was weird, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be really weird because it's just another Asian. Uh,
Is that a compliment or an insult? Because I'm
at
feeling
this
that
point, I
that's an
don't know. I don't know at this point.
insult. Actually kind
uh,
of hurts.
no,
At
I'm
least you're
sorry.
honest, Beatbox.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At least you're honest. I'd rather have someone be honest to me than be nice and lie to me.
Yeah, but yeah.
Don't lie, kids.
Um,
So, like a nightmare before,
a
or
nightmare.
not
See,
a nightmare?
those were the only two dreams that I remember, which was weird, but also like the only ones I really remember, if that makes sense, you know?
Hmm,
Um,
interesting.
yeah, so, I mean, I can try and think of one, but
Oh,
I
I
don't
got
know.
some if you want. Yeah. Well, actually, no. I've only ever had one nightmare in my entire life,
Okay, let's
which
hear
is
it.
actually cool. No, actually, I'm not going to share it
Oh,
with y'all today. But I do have some near nightmares that I would say. Well, let me just explain the first nightmare. Well, not explain, but like what happened after I woke up. So that dream was or nightmare was the only like time where I woke up and I was just like
oh,
and I jumped out like of my bed
mm-hmm.
or whatever. Like I jumped and I was like that was the only time like I've ever had a dream like that. Hopefully, I don't know. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
And what was weird about me having that nightmare, that same night, my mom had a nightmare.
Huh.
And
That
her
same
mom
night,
had a
wait.
nightmare as well. Yeah. Like those same nights, like that night I had a nightmare. My mom and my grandma had nightmares as well.
Oh.
And grandma called my mom about that, so that's how I know. So that's weird.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
two
Pretty weird.
bad dreams I had. Other two bad dreams I had, they take a little bit to explain, or at least like the first or second one or whatever. Second one, that takes a long time to explain. And I don't think we have the time for that. So I'll just share with you the short one because I don't really remember it as much.
Okay.
So I'll share that one with y'all. So in this dream, it actually happened kind of recently, I guess a couple months ago. I was in like my house, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't my house. It was just like this two-story house. And it looked like one of the houses that I once lived in, but like
Mm-hmm.
nicer and like a lot better looking. And we were in Zoom calls
Hmm.
because I guess I got used to it so much on being on Zoom, or not Zoom, but like online
Mm-hmm.
cameras. And
Yeah.
we were in this meeting. I don't think I was at the meeting. I think I just like set my background to a wall so people wouldn't have to see me and I was just watching it. And I don't know who the people like in Zoom were. They weren't teachers. I think they were like businessmen, like maybe
You're
NFL
a
businessmen
businessman.
talking about, yeah, businessmen. I don't know who they were, but they wore suit and ties, so I'm guessing they were pretty important. But one by one, like then like this green monster appeared. And it
This is
wasn't in
already
my
strange.
room. Yeah. And it was like this green alien thing. And it kind of looked like, I guess, not mucus, I would say, but like bone matter, except it was like black and green, like black, green, and green. And it looked like this, like, not a skeleton, but like you could see the bones on like its forearm and it had like claws, but I never really got to see its face, just like part of its arm and it's like skeleton like body, but it wasn't a skeleton. It was just like thin. One by one, these people slowly start to die. I'm
Wait,
like,
wait, wait, wait.
what?
So this
They
is
start.
So this alien figure thingy, did they just join the meeting, or was it like, where was this?
I think it was like in one of the person's house, right? And
Oh,
like for some reason, like I could feel its presence, or like the camera in my dream like moved from me to the monster.
uh
But
huh.
or maybe it was either I was still in the Zoom call, but then the guy started screaming and he was like, what the?" And the monster just like clamped down on him, and it was off screen, so I couldn't see like what like but what it was like in one of those movies like one of those, I guess, PG-13 movies where they don't want to show the person dying, so in order to not make the movie rated R, they show the death off screen and just blood spurts out to the
Yeah.
camera, so you know what happened. It was like that, and one by one, like, this monster starts to kill them, and I'm getting like, at this point I'm super scared. And it's like it doesn't teleport. The monster doesn't teleport. It just like crawls in Zoom and like smashes the laptop
Oh,
screen to get to the other person's house.
that's
I'm
so
like, oh my
weird.
goodness, my camera's not on, so hopefully it doesn't know I'm here. Other people's cameras aren't on, so maybe it doesn't know I'm here. And I'm like freaking out because I don't know, because I can't leave. Like, I can't leave my house, or like, I don't think I could leave my house, or I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't leave my house for some reason. But I was like hiding, watching this unfold, and one by one, they all start dying in brutal ways, I would say. Then
Mm-hmm.
it's my screen, and it starts punching my screen. I already cracked screen from like the monster crawling through it to kill people. So I run to my bathroom. I run to my bathroom, just try and lock the door, just do everything I can to hide from this monster. Eventually, it breaks free
Mm-hmm.
and it grows into like this pit, like some pit. Like, you know, the thing from Star Wars Episode 6 where like they have like this pit in the sand. It's called
Uh.
like the Sarlacc.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's that. The thing Boba Fett died from. It
Yeah.
starts to grow into that, only it doesn't have a mouth. It's just like this bottomless pit, and tentacles like aren't growing out of it, but are growing beside it like teeth. But the body of that monster or alien is still there, and it's not even moving. It's just kind of sliding towards me, trying to find me. And then my bathroom door, it breaks, and all like the tentacles, or I guess limbs of the monster keep trying to get me. And I'm freaking out. I somehow dodge everything. I dodge everything just to make as much time as possible. I don't know how, but I hit again. I hit again somehow, maybe in like a different room. I don't think I was in a different room. Maybe like I managed to re-close the door somehow. It wasn't broken down. But either way, I managed to hit again. Then all of a sudden I hear the door like creak open. It was like creak. The monster slowly, but it's not moving. It's not moving. It's just kind of like levitating, but it's still on the ground, just unmoving and motioning towards me. Or not towards me, but to the door to show like some of its face. Not face, but like show some of its body that it was there to get me. And and I
Mm-hmm.
was super scared. And then I woke up. But when
Oh.
I woke up, it wasn't one of these, it wasn't, I didn't wake up going, I just woke up. But then I felt like this feeling that I've had like once before from another dream that I had, but I can't remember that dream.
Oh man.
Maybe it was the first time I had this feeling, but I woke up and my face like started to heat up really, really bad because I guess like the blood from my body was
Mm-hmm.
rushing to my head, and like all the blood started to like come to my heart, and I could feel it. I, and this felt like super unhealthy. Like my heart wasn't even like beating; it was just kind of like gulping in the blood, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh. And either this was like the first time it happened or the second time it happened. The second time it happened, so I guess this was the second time. But I actually felt like that I was gonna die, eh, because the
Sheesh.
first time it happened, I was like, that's a weird feeling. But and it was the second time the same month that it happened. So I thought, oh my gosh, if my heart does one of these things again, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and I'm gonna die. Because hearts aren't just supposed to gulp in blood. They're supposed to pump it out, not like suck it all in.
Yeah.
But my brain heat feeling it was gone, but my heart did not feel good for like the next, I'd say 30 minutes or so. So I was like, ah. So I guess you could call that a nightmare, maybe a bad dream, but
Yeah.
I didn't wake up and jump and was like,
Yeah. 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 Um. But yeah, think I think that's about it, right? Do you have anything else? I don't have anything else.
well, a lot of more, I have a lot more dreams, but
Oh, well,
they're long. So we got to
may
end this on a positive, though. We got to end this on a positive note. What's
okay.
a good dream?
What's a good
What
dream?
just a good quick dream to lighten the mood,
Well,
so we don't leave
as I said before, I
discouraged.
don't really remember any of my dreams. So, I mean, if you have any, then go ahead, but I don't really have any.
Okay, let's see. A dream, a good dream. I gotta think of a dream. One time I dreamed a dream, and there were flowers in it. I like dreams with flowers. Well, I actually don't know. You know,
Okay,
my dreams
well,
are weird. Positive note, guys. Dreams, all dreams have meaning, even if you don't know. Be a language arts teacher to your dreams. Overanalyze everything. Heatlocks' shark dream, that could have been symbolism for something.
that could
Maybe it
have
was
been, yeah.
distress. Honestly, like not even overanalyzing, but like that could have been like I guess symbolism for something in your life back then. The snake back there in your other dream, that could have been symbolism for something else. And yeah, so I guess that could have been symbolism for since lots of things associated with snakes are like bad, that could have been bad. So you
Hmm.
defeated badness or bad things were gonna happen to you in that dream, which it kind of did because the guns were coming. The guy shooting for no reason. So
The
I guess that
weirdest
was snake.
character.
I don't know what the green alien thing would have been symbolism for. I guess stress of online school. I'm still stressed out at school. Guys, school's starting back up. Ah,
Oh,
ah,
school's starting back up
I
for
don't want
us.
to go
Oh,
back.
I don't want to. We just had our spring break. It was too short, man.
Too short. That's what she said. That's a
Oh,
perfect
that's
one.
perfect. That's perfect.
We're
Let's.
gonna end it right here, guys. Have a good sleep.
Thank you.
I hope your dreams are as good as ours. See
Yep.
ya later. Goodbye.
Bye. Guys, listen. Eggs are better than apples. Trust me, because you can't you can't you can't eat eggs without eggs, right? But you can't like also apples are just stupid. Don't eat apples. Apples are bad for your health. Trust me. I know this from experience. Apples they say apple a day keeps a doctor away. Why couldn't it be eggs? Because eggs they give you protein, they are more healthier. And such. So one last note. Don't eat apples, only eggs. Eggs should replace
Pete is
apples.
gonna be coming for you.
Yep. All right.
Don't let PETA hear this. Don't let PETA hear this.
Oh no. But yeah, don't ever eat apples, only eggs. All right, bye guys.